By the way, in 10 faves, you might see a peek of the crew. That was Megan. You might see a peek at the crew coming in and out over the show. So if you're hanging out watching Coins with Suzanne and Mike Mizak, our resident numismatist, this is our very, very best value of the day. The 2017 MS70 PSW Silver Eagle Complete Mint State Set. Now, 5 flex pay, $79.99. So this is the best deal, unbelievable, special one day only. It's a special edition set. It's gonna be retired once the day is over. There's no additional, coins. We're never gonna do this set again when this sells out. It's the most popular of the release coins each year. So what you're getting is, you're getting all 3 of the coins, the 2017 MS70, that's perfect condition, Silver Eagle dollars coin from the Philadelphia Mint, the San Francisco Mint, and the West Point Mint. You are also getting the grading certificate. So it's a $76 value coin grading certificate. We usually only do that once a year on the New Year's show, but today Mike came in, we're doing the today's special. He added the certificate for grading. You're getting a certificate of authenticity, of course, for the coins itself, and you're also getting a velvet covered metal box to present it. So it's a beautiful velvet presentation box. So there's so many stories and so many exciting things about this set, but we'll talk about the Mint State Silver Eagle. Now, the rarest Mint State Silver Eagle ever made is actually on hsn.com right now. It's $4,599. That's the number one. The number 2 rarest State Silver Eagle is in this set from the Philadelphia. So in this set, you're getting the second rarest of all the State Silver Eagles. So remember, the number 1 rarest is $4,599. That second rarest is in this set. And I would love to show you this certificate over here, because those of you who are coin collectors might have something in their collection. They just want to know what the value is. From ANACS, you are getting this offer. It's from HSN. You see it right there, an exclusive, and it is the ability to have 4 coins graded. It's any 4 coins of your choosing. This is a $76 value by itself, and this is included. So when you see this piece of paper coming when you order your coin, I just want to make sure you see it and know it and don't throw it away, because it has value. And you may not even have a coin right now in your collection that you want to have certified, but as the years go by, there's no time limit on that. But this is highly collectible set. It's perfect MS70 coin. What does that mean? That means it's the highest grade possible. It's not on a scale of 1 to 100. It's on a scale of 70 being the most perfect coin. And by the way, I'm no coin expert. Mike Mizak is the coin expert. So anything I know is from doing show after show with my good friend Mike Mizak. But I will tell you, the difference between MS70 and MS69 is not this. It's this. It's a huge difference. When you get coins and you grade them, so few of them are graded absolutely perfect, and then they are sealed in this package. And I'm gonna show you something. I'd love to go close and turn this upside down here, because there's something else that we're doing. Let me turn it upside down like this and do like a shot up here. They're doing the special one-day label, June 11th, 2017. It is a special one-day label sold only today, June 11th, 2017. I know, and I've never seen that before. I don't know if he's ever done that before. So I think it's really, really cool. And this is like the first of its kind. And then when it sells out, that's it. So those of you who buy this set, and by the way, Suzanne, who did the today's special, I know she's already bought her set. I just want you guys to know how special this is. Now, here's the deal. The 10 faves, I do everything. There's 20 more seconds. If I have not given you all the information, because I am not a coin expert, I am a show host that I talk about lots of things, clothes, electronics, and beauty, but you can go to hsn.com and you can watch the full presentation, or in the next hour, we're gonna do an encore presentation but Mike's gonna be back at not till 11 a.m.